Hi everyone. I've been hosting this podcast for 5 months, and after 29 episodes, my notebook is overflowing with insights. I realized that while the full conversations are great, I needed a space to distill the amazing moments that are completely changing the way I think and I work. So I'm starting something which is called the Unapologetic Fives. The idea is simple. I'm sharing 5 incredible mental sticky notes that I took during my recordings. This isn't a nudge to go watch the full episode. It's a value dump of what I've learned so you can apply in your journey too. Now, let's start with my latest episode with Chirag Tanna. Chirag is the founder of IDEE. He's an expert in intellectual property and he completely shifted my perspective on what owning an idea really means. So here are my 5 unapologetics. First, he said IP is a sword, not a shield. Most of us think of patents and trademarks as a way to defend ourselves. Chirag flipped that for me. He said that IP is actually a growth strategy. It's a transactable asset that makes your business more valuable to investors and gives you real leverage in the market. Second, don't wait to be big to care about IP. The biggest myth is that IP is only for giant corporations. If you're a student or an early stage founder, the cost of not thinking about this IP is almost always higher than the cost of filing. You have to start before you think you're ready. Third, your IP is your global passport. If you're building in India but you want to scale to Singapore or US or anywhere in the world, your IP gives you a seat at the table. It's the international language of credibility. If you want to go global, you have to think globally from day one. Number 4, execution is common, ownership is rare. Everyone has ideas, but an idea you don't own is just a suggestion. In a world of rapid fire startups, the real power doesn't just go to the person who moves fastest, but to the person who actually owns the territory they're building on. And last but not the least, the AI reality check. We're entering an era where ideas are easier than ever to create thanks to AI, but they're also becoming significantly harder to own. If you aren't intentional about your IP framework right now, you might be building your entire future on a borrowed land. So these were my 5 takeaways that I specifically took from Chirag's conversation. And if you ask me, there's anything one or particularly one thing that I absolutely learned was that it's not just enough to move fast, but you have to move right. So these were my unapologetic 5s, and I'll see you in the next one.